Hi, my name is Kim Posthumus,
And my name is Anthony Rio.
and we are here to suggest that you invite Mark Fernandes to come and speak at the Presidential Freedom and Leadership Forum. Um, Mark Fernandes is the Chief Leadership Officer at Luck Companies. Do you just want to talk a little bit about what that means?
Yeah, so Luck Companies has a pretty unique and revolutionary leadership structure and just organizational structure as a whole. And Mark Fernandez is kind of the figurehead of all of it. He has a two-step leadership kind of theory. One, ignite the potential within yourself, and then use that to ignite the potential within the rest of the organization, your coworkers, and anybody else who you may come in contact with on a given workday. And we believe that's really, 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 really important. And that's why we are asking you to invite him to the forum.
Well, and the reason that it's important is that I think that leaders coming from George Mason University are going to need the skills and need the understanding of what values are and where they stand with their own moral values, and how to really ignite the potential in the people that they work with. Collaboration is really important today, working with organizations, and if we want to make a difference, I think it's really important to consider this type of leadership.
Definitely.
So the cool thing is that Mark Fernandes, as the Chief Leadership Officer, speaks at universities already. He makes speeches. He's a public speaker kind of genius, and he really enjoys talking about this subject matter. And I think it would be really cool to have a kind of different opportunity to invite him to a forum where we can also engage with conversation with him. And what else? What about Luck Companies? Where are they located?
Yeah, so the reason we chose Mark Fernandez is because we believe we have a really realistic chance that he will actually accept this invitation. His Luck Companies is from Richmond. He does a lot of work in Northern Virginia. He's been up here many times. He's actually also worked with students at GMU before. We believe he'd be willing to come back again if we asked him.
Yeah, and it's cool because it's a Virginia company and we're a Virginia school, and to kind of forge that connection and maybe give people the opportunity to maintain a connection with this man who is really a powerful leadership figure would be really great, especially for the future of any organizations that come from George Mason alumni. After we graduate, what are we going to do? And I think that's really important to think about, is what kind of impact are we going to make after we graduate? And I think talking to someone like Mark Fernandez would give us a really good opportunity to really think about that and, start planning.
Well, and as students here at George Mason University, we know that our peers are going into, inevitably going into positions of leadership in corporations, the business world and government and the nonprofit sector. And this approach that Mark takes and that Luck Companies takes, we believe is universal and not just specific to Luck Companies. We believe that it can, apply to anybody going into any sort of leadership position, and being in the capital of the United States or near it. We believe that we want this to filter through the rest of society.
Yeah. So I guess to finish, I think that having Mark come and speak here would give us the opportunity to really follow through on that goal that the president had laid out for us, that we really want George Mason to not only be the best university in the world, but the best university
for the world.
For the world, yeah. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you consider inviting Mark Fernandez.
Thank you very much.